Hey, it's Matt Roush,
And Mike Brennan.
and we're back with another edition of the M Squared TechCast on a Monday afternoon. Our first guest, Gary Baker, though, is pursuing a lifelong dream of a new business that he says he calls a half-time job, but it's a full-time passion. So Gary operated the first non-government internet service provider in Michigan way back when, and was always right into the Michigan tech scene as far as you could go. So Gary, tell us what you're up to now.
Oh, thanks, Matt. Good to talk to you. Hey, Mike, good to see you.
You too.
Although
Gary.
we see Mike every week on our Internet Advisor show, we're still doing our Internet Advisor show, a radio show on WJR 760 AM in Detroit, one of the 12 original superstations in the country. So we have a big broadcast footprint, but of course, everything is on the internet now as well. We're in our 23rd year, and Mike joins us every week to give us a little bit of an idea of what the technology news is around the great state of Michigan.
And the new wrinkle, too, is just started a few weeks ago. You're actually doing Zoom so people can see the other hosts. They see me regularly, but to be able to see you and Cal and Ed and of course, you probably picked up on the voice we had coming in. We still use Foster's intro. We haven't had the heart to change it because it's so good. But of course, Foster is the one who started the Internet Advisor with you 25 years ago?
23 years now.
23 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be 23 years in February.
All right.
Yeah, we've been doing the show for a long time. I gave up my actually day job finally back the first of the year, and within less than 2 weeks, I had 2 half-time jobs. So I need to. I am the CIO for IPC, which is International Trade Association serving the electronics manufacturing industry. And then I also am the CTO, Chief Technology Officer, for a little fintech called Fin Results. The good thing is I can do both of those remote from the boat, along with the radio show. So everybody thinks I must be in the studio in WJR. I'm not. I'm remote from the boat, as I am today here.
Remote from the boat. I like that. Now, Matt wants to go remote from Traverse City as soon as possible when he retires, right, Matt?
That's the plan, yeah. And so mine would be a pontoon boat on some little lake someplace.
Yeah, tell a little bit about Shared Adventure. I've been on the previous Shared Adventure. I haven't been on your new one. New one's even bigger, right?
Yeah, we're at Shared Adventure 2. We're in the same place in Fort Lauderdale, Bahia Mar Marina, which is right here on the strip. So I can actually look out on the ocean right from here, as a matter of fact, since I'm sitting in the stern cockpit of the boat. It's a 51-foot power catamaran. It's got 4 cabins, each with their own head and shower. I got a crew quarters with 2 bunks and another head and shower. Of course, those are not palatial spaces, but nice big stern cockpit. We can sit 12 people around. There's a bow cockpit, 2 little tables up there, sit about 6 people. Upstairs on the fly bridge, which is where the helm is, where we drive. We have another big table, sit 10 to 12 people up there, grill, all sorts of things. Got a dinghy, a wave runner, 2 kayaks, 2 stand-up paddle boards, scuba gear,
yeah.
Even yoga mats if you want to do yoga on the bow of the boat.
That sounds great. I know I talked to you about doing
that would be the diving dog position, right? So
yeah, okay. Right, diving dog. Yes, I talked to you about taking a trip to the Bahamas sometime with some guests, and you even go as far as that, right?
That's right. Yeah, actually, from here, the Bahamas are only 48 miles. In a little over a week, we're going to be heading down to Key West for 3 weeks.
Oh.
And that's about 150 miles from here. Not too far still, but nice little, we'll do some island hopping along the way, going all the way down, back. And we take charters, right? So my goal is, everywhere I go, I want to share the adventure. The whole idea, the whole concept that we have around shared adventure is we believe everyone should have a friend with a boat.
Ah,
We want to be that friend.
I
Right?
like that. I like that. Is it on your business
Yeah,
card
that's
too,
my
or-
favorite kind of boat is the friends boat.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, if you're not a friend when you get on, you'll be a friend when you get off.
Ah, I
And,
see it.
and that's the goal. And we just have a lot of fun, heading out, going different places, because I can work remote from the boat. Doesn't matter if the boat's here in Fort Lauderdale or in Key West or over in Bimini. Only 48 miles. As soon as they open up the Bahamas, which it looks like they're going to be doing more and more now, we'll be able to get back to going to the Bahamas. Beautiful water down there.
Yeah.
And you're only, with a small group of people, so it's not like going on a big cruise ship and potentially being exposed to a lot of different people. Here we let you help drive, communicate, navigate. We tell everybody, they really need to have a job when they come on board. So we've got a few people that looked at the beanbag chairs out on the bow of the boat, and they say, is anybody holding those down so they don't fly away? And they said, no, not yet. And he goes, that's my job. I'll take that one.
Yeah, well,
Whatever it takes.
being a scuba diver, I've always wanted to dive the Bimini Road because it's not really. I don't like the 90-foot dives. It's not for me. But 30 or 40 feet I can handle. So I'd like to try that sometime.
There's a beautiful dive, a shipwreck. It's about 20 feet of water. Actually, it sticks up above water and then goes down to about 20 feet to the floor. It's a great dive out in Bimini called Sapoa. And take a lot of people out there, and everybody has fun with it. And lots of conch shells around, and great big huge propeller lying now horizontal on the floor of the ocean.
I know that when you're in the port, you can use Wi-Fi, but when you go out over the water and you're away from Wi-Fi, do you use satellite or what do you use?
Yeah, so right now there's about a 25-mile stretch going across the Gulf Stream where we can't get internet, just to pick up the internet signal with the enhanced antennas from the mainland, and it's about 25 miles before we can pick it up in the Bahamas right now. But I've been looking into satellite, but so far we haven't needed just island hopping down to the Florida Keys. You're never out of cell range.
Oh, I've been to Key West a half a dozen times. It's if I could afford it, that was where I would winter. I love that place down there. Never had a bad time in Key West, I'll tell you that. So
I don't think there is one.
no, I don't think you
have a
go out of your way to have a bad time in Key West.
So there is one piece of equipment I haven't heard you mention, so I was just curious. Do you have a telescope on board?
A telescope? No, we have binoculars.
Well, okay.
But no telescope.
Because I would imagine when you get out away from land and it's night, the stars must be phenomenal. So
you know what? I'm writing that one down. Can't have enough toys here, I'm sure.
Well, a nice telescope though is going to set you back a couple of the G's if you want to do it really right, So Celestron or something like that. But so let's talk about that now. Obviously, I want to give you a chance to do your shameless plug here. So if somebody's interested in reaching out to you, why don't you give us an idea, a ballpark figure of what it would cost to do various things with you on Shared Adventure?
We do everything from 2-hour sunset cruises and up to 8-9 days in the Bahamas or in the Keys. Like I said, we're going for 3 weeks here. We're leaving the weekend of the 17th, 18th, and we'll be down there till the 7th of November. So it really depends. We are about 2/3 the cost of a comparable boat or other boats that you could take and charter. And the reason we do that is we're not looking for that, high-end customer that would come on and charter and, needs a little garnish on their food. And we want to operate just as if you had a friend on the boat. We invite a group of friends and we're taking off and going and having some fun. And so we don't feel the need to charge, at the rate that most of the other boats here in Fort Lauderdale and Miami are charging.
Well, and you mentioned
we want to make it affordable enough people can come back, and we get a lot of return visitors.
Yeah, you mentioned to me that if a single person or a couple just wanted to rent one of the cabins, you could do that, right?
That's right. Yeah, it depends. Now we're doing less of that right now because of COVID. Just trying to make sure that people stay safe. So if a group or family, we've taken families out. That's fun because the kids just love it. We just have all the toys. We throw out the big swim mat. Now we've only had 15 people on the swim mat, so that's if you go to our website sharedadventure.com, you can see the logo right
Yes.
wherever it is. There it is.
Yep.
It's sharedadventure.com, and you can see like photos of 15 people on the big swim mat. But people just love to go hang out, take a libation, jump into the water, hang out on the swim mat, as well as other things. Take a little spin around on the wave runner. It's a 3-person wave runner, and they can actually get on the boogie board and get pulled like a skier behind that.
Yeah.
Lots
Oh,
of things to do, and the kids love it. Now, and we also have a lot older kids too. They're still kids at heart. They love it too.
Yes, absolutely. Even Matt and I, old guys like us, are still kids at heart. So the website address, if people want to find, I know I see you on Facebook, but I'm sure you have a website as well, right?
Yep. Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, and then it automatically loads up to our website at sharedadventure.com.
Okay. So I know you got your big Keys trip coming up here. What else is on the horizon that people might be interested in?
Actually, we've got a couple other charters coming up. We're still looking for Thanksgiving and holiday charters. So they have not; those dates are still available. But we really do a custom. So when people contact us, they can say, we want to do this. We want to stop here. Want to see the Miami skyline, which is beautiful at night. Want to see that at night, so we'll stop for Virginia Key on the way down or on the way back. A lot of people want to stop in Key Largo because of, there's half a dozen cool things to do on shore, of course, and then obviously all the dive sites. And we do Isle Morada is one of our favorite places with the hen and chickens. Spent Christmas Eve out there 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, and that was fun. Everybody took off, to go back in for Christmas Eve ceremonies and be with family, and Christmas morning. And about 11 o'clock, all the boats started heading back out. We were about a mile out in the Atlantic Ocean at that dive site. Just a gorgeous place to hang out.
All right, sounds wonderful, especially that we're on the edge of winter up here. So I suppose we won't be seeing you up here anytime soon because it's getting colder, right?
So the one problem with sitting outside like I am now in the back stern cockpit is the boat across the dock is on the way, getting ready to go out. I don't know if you can hear that or not.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
hear some noise. Yeah.
Yep. So they're just throwing lines on the boat and getting ready to take off. So.
All right, we got about a minute left. So once again, why don't you give, if somebody wants to reach out to Shared Adventure and reach out to you, maybe book something here because you mentioned you got some availabilities coming up. Where would they do that?
Yep. And then obviously, Mike, we want to tell people to go to internetadvisor.net.
Yes.
They can see you and I on all the previous podcasts there, and then keep track of what we're doing, as well as keep track of you here on your podcast as well.
Traditional four-year students love Lawrence Technological University's thriving campus life, but LTU has always met non-traditional students' needs too. Lawrence Tech offers over 100 degree and certificate programs that can get adult students started or back on track. And most of our classes are conveniently offered evenings at our beautiful Southfield campus or online, so you can balance your social, family, and work life even while you power up your career. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.